but I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
Hey, what's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another episode of Dust Up Shakedown, man. And here to help me break down is a host of gentlemen as we got right here on the screen. We got Blammy, we got Keith, we got Jax, we got Sterling, and last but not the least, we got Rambling That Podcast in Jordan. How's everybody doing? Let's start with back Dane, man. How you doing, my bro? Can't hear a goddamn word he's saying, but let's go to Sterling.
No, he is saying nothing.
I did say something, but I was muted for once. I said, I'm good, mate. I'm ready to chop it up with the boys. What's happening?
Yeah, man. Come on. Sterling.
Always a great day when it's a Wednesday and I'm here with the boys. McDane, get your shit together. Blamby, you're the fucking man. You're the fucking man, brother. I can't wait for your fight.
Yes,
We're going to
sir.
get you on after your fight, bro. Just so you got time to focus on just your fight. But I'm excited for it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Appreciate it, Sterling.
I'm doing amazing, fantastic. I'm just glad. Thank you, McDane. For once, it's not me who is muted and speaking because that's usually my issue. But shout out, gentlemen. Always good to talk to you.
I feel like I'm just going to get all the beef for this. You know what I mean? Sterling in there, brown nosing. Yao coming in with a wasn't me for once.
What are you
about
drinking?
you,
Are you
Jack?
drinking hot tea?
Yeah, you got his
Nasty.
teeth. Man, I was waiting on that. As soon as you were on mute, I was like, yeah, I was about to light him up. This is
Yeah, he got
I
him,
did-
man. Y'all got him, bro.
Hey,
know what I mean?
man, I saw some promo stuff for UFC, and I saw you stand up on one of them. It was in slow motion. I was like, God dang, that dude is big. That is ridiculous how big this dude is.
Bro, there's times when I seen him in bouts, when I see Blammy in bouts. You know how Derek Lewis has enough and he just gets up. No setting up, no nothing, and he just gets up. That's what Blammy does. When he's had enough of being on the fucking canvas, he just gets up. Like no stuff, no use the cage, none of that. I sit down there thinking to myself, God damn, how do you do that? But Blammy, you've been in camp getting ready for the upcoming fight. How you feeling, my bro? How's everything going?
No, feeling good, brother. Thanks for having me on the show. Like Sterling, we're gonna definitely do that after my fight. Definitely gonna get that talk with you there. But the camp is good. Last camp of the year. Looking forward to the fight. Really, really excited. And yeah, I'm trying to see. You know, for me, it's like I've been saying throughout this camp. I'm like, it's just trying to. Obviously, I have respect for the guy, but it's me just trying to execute things that I've been working on for Luke Michael. That's all we gotta just prepare and enforce into this fight here. So I'm feeling really good, feeling ready.
Yeah, man, fantastic. I'm glad you're in good spirits. You're ready. You're feeling good going into this bout, and yeah, that's a stacked card that you run as well. That card is absolutely jam-packed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it, man. Hey, Sterling, you got Leroy on your case already, bro. You should know better by now. Leroy don't let this kind of thing slide, bro. You know what I mean? So
I just want to hit this real quick. Leroy, you added this, or is this an update that StreamYard's added? Because that is much more in your face with a comment.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with
special needs now. Special needs level.
everything.
No, it's just so I'll look and read it because he's that old.
Okay,
Up the font a little bit.
Leroy's put some clips together for us. Big up yourself, Leroy. Thank you very much for the work you're doing. A back salute to you, my bro. We got some clips here. Some of the stuff that's been going on in the MMA world, and I'm gonna get you guys to break it down, get your thoughts on it, and see what you guys are thinking. The very first one on the docket Let's hit the clip.
Muhammad Mokaev has found a new opponent for his upcoming grappling matchup after his original fight against Raul Rosas Jr. was cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances. Instead, he will face former UFC fighter Rogério Bontorin in the main event at ADXC 6. This comes on the heels of Mokaev being released from the UFC in August and a public spat with Dana White over his release. Bontorin has a professional grappling background and a mixed martial arts record of 17-5, including 11 submission victories and 6 fights in the UFC.
Hey, Keith, I'm going to come to you first with this. They're saying undisclosed reasons is why the cancellation between the grappling match between him and Rosas Jr. Been cancelled. But we know that's Dana, right? That's Dana all behind that stuff. How petty is Dana in your eyes? He's saying, boy, you're out of the promotion. You're not fighting with one of my fighters. Like, what you think of this?
Look, if I look at who and what Rosas Jr. is, and his age and his experience versus Mokaev's, he would most likely, let's say he loses in a submission to Mokaev. Mokaev then gets the courage to say, listen, why did you let me go? And the sheen gets taken off Rosas. So if I was Dana, I'd probably do the same thing. So petty and business, there's a very thin line. On this one, I'll go with petty. But yeah, it's one of those.
Magden, what are you thinking on this?
Yeah, he's never going to let him hit his little prospect Mexican poster boy, is he? I mean, and Mokaev's that kind of guy that's like, I'm going to injure this dude just for funsies, just to put a spanner in the works in Dana's big wheel. Like, that's all I thought. Like, straight away, I was like, Mokaev will injure this man on purpose, just in spite to get back at the UFC in some kind of way. Yeah, I mean, but it would have been an interesting matchup, to be fair, if it went down. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even interested in this now. Like, before I was like, oh, I'll watch that, and now I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Just another grappling match.
Yeah, I mean, Jax Bontorin, like the new opponent for, does it move the needle for you, or you was willing to at least give the Rosas Jr. versus Mokaev bout a chance?
I would
give him a couple of drinks on movies needle for you.
I was very, very interested in the Mokaev against Rosas Jr. Matchup. I thought that was really, really interesting. But Bontorin is, I mean, he's a legit grappler, and I mean, I think it'll be an interesting contest, but ain't nobody gonna ever see it. It'll be their families. Ain't nobody watching that. But I mean, at the same time, as far as like the petty and the business is petty. For Dana at this level, you can be petty and it can affect the business. And for him, being petty is going to be beneficial. So, I mean, it makes 100% sense. He's on the hit list with the Tito Ortiz, Frank Shamrock, Francis Ngannou, Muhammad Mokaev. You're right there with the rest of them. He's on the hit list.
Yeah, man. I mean, Big Shot, let me come to you on this. In the wake of Dana having to, or the UFC, not Dana himself, but the UFC having to pay out these big lawsuit money that they've been owing all these Zufu fighters, it's almost like Dana's pissed off at every angle, every single angle that's going on. I think they're talking about they're going to lose about 375 million come the turn of the year off of this lawsuit, and now we got somebody like a Mokaev and Rosas Jr. He's not allowing it to happen. Do you think? Right. Let me frame this question for you like this: do you think Dana would ever do anything like in maybe to favor Mokaev, even bring him back in the UFC, because he's still a talent and a fighter of England? Do you think it's something where he could find his way? Because he did think so when he was leaving. When he got caught, he did think, you know what? I'll be back in a couple of years. I'll be back in a year.
Look, it's like it's business. It's petty. Like it's yeah, my bro. It's a situation where look, Dana White knows he's a promotion right now where anybody wants to sign for him, and even if as good as you think you are, I think actually it's very funny. I was having this conversation with Shorty, Lutando Biko today.
Ooh, shout out Biko.
I told him, I said, look, mate, it doesn't matter how good you are in this world. You can always be replaced, mate. And Dana knows that.
Yeah,
that's the biggest smile we've ever seen.
Yeah.
we've lost Big Shot there momentarily. Sterling, do you want to pick up from the point?
Shit, I'll be real honest with y'all boys. I didn't give a fuck about this matchup happening. Boring. It was just gonna be a grappling match.
Leroy won't give a fuck about you very soon, bro.
we're 10 minutes in. We're 10 minutes in. I'm gonna chill out on him. But F Leroy. But I really didn't care about this match happening at all. So the fact that it's not happening doesn't affect my life. Let's be real honest, boys. This match does nothing for either dude. They were going to go in there and grapple. It was going to go to decision. Nobody was going to get finished. Or like McDane was saying, Makayev was going to come in there and try to tear Roses' leg off, his shoulder. So I'll be real honest with y'all boys. Not a lot of thoughts on this being canceled. I really didn't care if it happened anyways.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're right. It's one of those. It's one of those when you actually look at it, man. It's more of the pettiness from Dana. I swear to God, I did not be Dana canceling this fight, I probably wouldn't have heard about it. It's one of those. It's one of those, man. And the way he's gone about it, it's like, yeah, this guy he's not getting nothing out of the UFC. He's not coming back here. We are not interested in dealing with him. I think every single kind of dealings that Mokaev is trying to have with the UFC or anything along those lines, it's just been shut down, after shutdown after shutdown, man. And I don't know if he has a future in the UFC, man. I think Dana really shut the door on this guy. And look, it's been like that with some fighters, and he's giving them a chance, and some of them has come back. But this one here, I just have a feeling, man, like there's something crazy about this one that Dana's really pissed with this brother. I don't know what he did other than run his mouth at the hotel with Mano Cap and did nothing when they go when they go in the cage.
Well, Dana said he's kind of a pain in the ass because he has bad visa issues. Apparently, he always has something going on with the UFC staff, whether he's always getting in like some argument or some altercation with them week of the fight. And then you make Dana have to hire 30 security guards around you all week. You have this fight at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and then you get in the octagon and y'all throw 6 punches the whole fight. So I think y'all are right. It could be Dana boys canceling this, but honestly, it could have just been maybe the production team getting together and being like, no one cares about this. Why are we doing this?
Why is this fight happening? I agree.
Yeah, it makes honestly, I'm glad it's canceled.
Yeah, man, you're right. Okay, let's go on to the next clip that Leroy has put together for us. Let's hit it.
After Francis Ngannou defeated Ryan Fajeda at Battle of the Giants, John Jones posted to X saying, "What an amazing job Francis did tonight. Displayed a complete MMA game. Great kicks, great takedowns. It feels good to see him shine. Wow, congratulations, champ. I see you." Francis responded via Ariel Helwani's show.
Whatever it means, I think it's class. He said in a very nice way, you know. So I see him too, and I'll be watching him on November 16th.
That's the one, man. That's the one that everyone says. Why not? They're both with ESPN. Maybe Turkey has a hand in it. Do you think there's any chance this happens in 2025? You versus the winner of that fight or the UFC heavyweight champion?
There is a chance. I can't tell on the level of 1 to 10. I can't tell how many, but I know there is a chance. I mean, basically, like I know that fight also interests Turkey, and no many things resisted him.
McDane, I gotta come to you first on this one, man. Obviously, we've seen what Francis did over the weekend. Everybody's happy for him. Everybody's, it's just everybody was rooting for him. Basically, everything he's been through, over the last year, and it goes into this fight, gets it done in an emphatic way. Francis gets the job done, right?
Hey, sorry guys, well, the Wi-Fi died. Yeah.
No. It's so good, man. It's so good. So good. So we're just talking about Francis Ngannou right now. We're just talking about Francis Ngannou right now, and I'm coming to McDane. But Francis is just mentioned there. Is going to be keeping an eye on that fight between Jones and Stipe, right? And the fact that Francis promotion, they work with ESPN, UFC, they working with ESPN, and Sheikh Turkey is the one that's really pulling all the string with the Riyadh Knights and all that promotion there. If anyone could get this one done, is this Sheikh, innit? It's got to be this Sheikh. No.
This fight. I said this on S-Dog's channel the other day, man, when we done the recap. This fight has sailed. Like we ain't ever gonna see it.
What? Even for the Saudis? Even for the Saudi mans?
Even for the Saudi mans, the Saudi mans. Yeah, I mean, like, it just ain't happening. Like, Dana ain't gonna let it happen. Jax, you mentioned a couple of weeks ago how many contracts, how many fights did he still have left in his contract?
Yeah, it's about
7.
After this, it'll be six
after this one. Yeah, I mean, and you think Dana White's going to go, yeah, on you go and like make a match up with the Saudis, with ESPN, without the UFC, and put on this super fight? Come on, bro.
You know, I came to you first because
thinking I was going to back you up, and I ain't backing you.
No, because it's like they're skipping your boy Aspinall out of the way. You know what I mean? That's why I came to you first.
They're not at all. Yeah, I mean, so he's got 6 fights left. Either the man retires and he's not going to fight anybody else, or the man sticks around and he fights Aspinall if he beats Stipe, when he beats Stipe.
Okay, Jax, what do you got for me, Jax?
Same as McDane. Next.
Yeah, no, I agree with McDane agreeing with me. But what I will say is, if there is one guy that can get it done, it would be Turki Al-Sheikh. And the reason I say that is because of one particular thing that I saw. I saw Dana walking with him, and their fingers were all interlocked as if Dana was his girlfriend. And if you can make Dana do that, surely you can convince him to have a fight happen. Now, will it make sense if it happens when it happens? Maybe not, but if there's a possibility, that's the only way. It's the only guy. Do I think it'll happen? No. But I mean, Dana's pretty stubborn, but Dana did kind of hold hands with him like that. So,
you telling me Dana's walking around like a little prison bitch holding his pocket? Yeah, I mean,
you saw the clip.
Turk's like, yo, you come with me, brother. I'll protect you, son.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, these sheikhs ain't no joke. I see what they're doing to footballers in the Premier League, bruv. I worry about these sheikhs, bruv. And if they got gold bars, they got camels, they got fucking bro. they got all they can buy whatever they want. I'm putting together fight cards like these, especially like I said on the Riyadh season sort of promo. If there's anybody that could pay Dana, pay Jones, and pay Francis exactly what they want with no quibble, I think it's got to be those guys. Sterling, what about you?
I'm pumped for it, bro. I don't really ever see it happening, but if it did happen, I'd be super pumped for it. There's really not much else for me to say on that. Very rarely do I agree with this Scottish pale motherfucker, but today
you're the other white guy in the panel. Don't be sitting there calling me pale. You know what I mean?
I'm tan though, baby. I've been. Sometimes people walk up to me and they go, "Hey, Seuss," and I go, "No, Sterling."
Bro.
Sterling. They go, "Oh."
Did this boy just go, "Hey, Seuss"?
They go, "Oh, my bad. I thought you were."
I'm not having this. I'm not having this
go,
white on white crime. You ain't bringing that round here, son. Like, no chance.
Look, let me go to Keith after this, but I agree with Leroy. These two Jamaican brothers are onto something.
Irie man.
Keith?
Look, on this one, I agree with Ola. So if he's got a 6-fight deal, The Sheikhs have the money. They buy out that 6-fight deal. John Jones goes over. PFL right now is doing super fights. Who else is in Ghana going to fight? They've got the money. They don't have a model. They've got a model that doesn't make sense. So all you can do is put on super fights.
Yeah.
You pay for the super fight. You literally buy the super fight. And then we almost fix the pay issue with MMA, between MMA and boxing.
Right.
Anything's possible. I think that is possible if they really want to put it on, because these guys are the same age. So we don't have the age issue. It just becomes who is the baddest man on the planet issue. And I think that's something worth paying for.
Man just went from ESPN alone to PFL. You ain't ever seen John Jones in the PFL, brother. Come on. You know what I mean? Where are you getting that article from? 2016?
Yeah.
Just for the one night though, right? If there's like, I mean, that promotion in itself, like you said, the type of fights that they put together, sometimes they just chuck it all up together, man. And that's why a fight like this would make sense. A fight like this would make sense.
Just for one night.
Hold on, because they both won it. How about the fact that both of them actually want to fight each other?
Was this the one night only? Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but
yes, and
but
then
don't that matter though? Does that not matter that both of them actually want to fight each other?
And I say it helps PFL's model because then they change it to a one night only sort of thing.
They don't want to
get super fights together.
You ever heard John Jones say he wants to fight Ngannou and the man waited for him to leave the promotion to move up to heavyweight?
Well, yeah,
you ever heard John Jones say he wants to fight Ngannou? You've heard Ngannou say he wants to fight John Jones.
He said he'd do it for 30 million.
He did say that. I don't know, man. I mean,
it's messing with my network,
as far as like, but I don't know.
If boxing can make that money, why can't we have it in MMA?
I like it, boys. It won't happen.
That's the biggest conundrum here. Though.
Reset that router, Blamby, bro. Unplug it for 30 seconds, plug it back in, see if that kicks in.
Bambi's face looks
Bambi's about to start swinging right and left.
Bambi's about to explode.
I'm like, I'm lost over this network today. I'm like, shocked.
It's about to tip kick that fucking router, bro. That router is about to get tip kicked.
Yeah, and I checked the weather outside. It's like very windy, and I'm like, probably the weather's affecting the network.
Yeah, it happens. It happens easy. Yeah, that thing happens to me all the time. But yeah, you wanted to say something about Francis and this fight with John Jones that they got coming up.
Can you repeat that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
so we can hear you. We're just talking about Francis Ngannou and the job that he just done against Ferreira. Obviously, John Jones chimed in, wishing, saying he did a nice work on the actual bout, right? But Francis is talking about he's going to be keeping an eye on John Jones versus Stipe, and the fact that Sheikh Turkey is very, very interested in making this fight happen. Maybe just after the Stipe fight, especially if Stipe don't beat Jones, maybe it's something that they'll be looking at. What's your take on it?
Look, he's got the money to make it happen, and if we can put a couple of million in front of John Jones will say yes, I'll take it. And for me, it's long overdue at the moment. Now I just feel like, hey, let's make it happen, because Ngannou just knocked one of the baddest heavyweights in the world right now, and I mean Ferreira is not an easy fight for him. The guy knows how to use his range pretty well. He's very powerful, and he's been knocking guys out left, right, and center. For Ngannou to actually, I told Yao yesterday, I used the specific word when I said it. I was like, he just got raped. Like he got beat up like proper. So that tells you the level of Ngannou is in that, for me, in my eyes, Ngannou is definitely in that world-class level. I feel like he's ready to dance with John Jones. So it should be a good move, especially after if John Jones can beat Stipe, because Stipe is not an easy fight. And I'm sure John Jones is going to look for something, something special, chasing greatness as usual, because he went from light heavy to heavyweight. And obviously going to PFL fighting Ngannou, that's a big fight. It's a money fight. That fight will speak volumes. So I'm sure if Ngannou is not gonna duck him the same way he's been ducking Espinal, let's go. Let's go. But for me,
for real. Let me come back to you, Sterling. Right? I heard Eric Nixick talking about if Francis, this was before the Ferreira fight. If Francis was able to pull out this fight and get the win, especially in an emphatic way like he did, it could be looking to go back into boxing as well. Face people like Deontay Wilder or some of the other guys over there in the heavyweight division. What do you think? Because I personally don't want to see Francis back in boxing. I do not want to say he thinks he fancies himself as a boxer, but I don't think that's the right spot for him. What do you think?
Well, I had Mick Dane and Jax on the show yesterday on S-Dog's MMA Talk, and this is exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about, does he box Deontay Wilder? Does he even fight in PFL again? Does him and the UFC somehow manage to make something happen? And honestly, bro, I think there's a real good chance we never see Francis fight again. I don't want to say that because, bro, I'll watch Francis fight a fucking wall. I don't care. But, dude, I really don't think he fights again, bro, especially after his son passing. I can't imagine how hard it is for him. But also, I say that, and he says the happiest he's been since is when he's in the gym training with the guys. So, I don't know, boys. I just don't really see what's next for him. But I am with you, Ola. I don't want to see him go back to boxing.
Yeah, man, 100%, man. That boxing thing just doesn't cut it for me. Like, it really isn't a sport, and I hope he doesn't go back to boxing and somehow, finds his way, find the right opponent within MMA, and just stick to that. He's had 2 fights and he got paid a lot of money. Like, it's not like broke now. Like, I don't think Francis is gonna be broke again. You know what I mean? So
no, never.
Yeah.
Maybe they can take Tyson Fury and bring him to PFL for a fight.
Oh yeah, he's been talking about dabbling in it, but Fury and like all these boxers just yap, bro. All these boxers yap. They never come to MMA.
That's the thing, because McGregor did it. He left his comfort zone to literally go to Mayweather's territory. So I feel like it's long overdue for them to actually come into the hexagon. Just to show what they can do.
This is where the real men are, Blamby. They don't want to come over here and fuck with us. This is where the real men are, baby. The real fucking gladiators. We don't just fucking use 12-ounce boxing gloves, baby. We're here slinging elbows. We're slinging knees, son. We're kicking your motherfucking head. That's what we're here for, son. Ground and pound.
Kick him in the head.
Kick him in the head. Shout out, Yao.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like that. You man are off the hook.
What's happening, brother?
Yeah, man. Big up. Salute to everybody in the chat. Big up on yourselves. Okay. Look, I personally don't want to see Francis going back into boxing, but Leroy's put one more clip together for us, and this clip has been making the bloody rounds, man. And you, man, kick back, listen to it. I want to get your takes on it. Let's hit the clip.
After Brendan Shaw voiced a heartfelt message about his good friend Shane Cartwell suffering from CTE, Nate Diaz posted to X, "Brendan, the big old pussy Schaub." Schaub later responded to Diaz via his show, The Schaub Show.
So me getting emotional about that, I guess that makes me a big old pussy, which is weird. I don't get it. This whole, how honest do I want to be with you guys? This whole social media thing, like Brett didn't even tag me, Brendan the big old pussy Schaub, crying emoji. Here's how I feel about it. This is just internet gossip, right? This gets him trending. He doesn't have a lot going on. Didn't get paid for the Masvidal fight. Probably doesn't know what he's going to do next. Conor, he's probably waiting on that. Conor's tied up with the TV right deal, so he's probably banking on that. He fought Masvidal, lost to Jake Paul, right? That's a big blow to his ego. So I guess he needs to do this to stay current. I retired 15 years ago, man. That being said, that's social media. This isn't real. Because here's what's real. I will you up. That's real. I'm not asking for this. I don't want to him up. I'm not trying to him up. End of the day, if he walked in right now, I said, Chin, Case, can you guys leave? Only one of us is going to walk out unscathed. And it's me. Every day of the week, 365 days a year, I will snap his neck. I know. What is it? Area code 209? I know, 209. I get all that. Very cool.
Schaub's video prompted another response from Nate Diaz. I think you'd be surprised.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. Hey, I'm telling you, Schaub was on smoke. Jax, I'm gonna come to you first on this, man. Like, what are you making of all this mad beef going on between Nate Diaz and Brendan Schaub?
I mean, he's right. It's social media stuff. It's silly, but I mean, when it came to talking about somebody that he has a relationship with, and I mean, what Shane Carwin is going through is real. Like, you know, his little claws came out, and I mean, and Brendan Schaub was, I mean, he was terrible. He was terrible as a heavyweight. That was 15 years ago. But to be honest, like, I believe him. He would probably destroy Nate Diaz. He's a big dude, and Nate Diaz is older, and we saw he ain't got no punching power no more. So what's he gonna do when Brendan Schaub grabs him? Like, what? I mean, he's got jiu-jitsu, sure. Brendan Schaub, he knows some stuff too. So I mean, it would be bad. It would be awful. But it should never come to that. But I mean, I can understand where Schaub is coming from, and I don't like Brendan Schaub at all. Never did. But that's just the way it is.
Okay, well, I mean, the way this brother just delivered, he don't like Brendan Schaub. I didn't clock it. Who like Brendan Schaub around here? Who's Brendan Schaub's lawyer around here, man? Anyone? Not even y'all.
I hate to
Not
do
even
this.
y'all. Nobody.
I hate to do this, boys, but I don't dislike him.
All right, let's come to you then, Sterling. Let's
I
come
don't
to you.
hate him, but
Let's come to you then.
he's not my guy. I wouldn't hang out with him. But I've been following Brendan Schaub for like a year or two now on his podcast, and I mean, it's entertaining, bro. And I get he wasn't the greatest heavyweight, but bro, he knocked out Crow Cop. And he went to the Ultimate Fighter season 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched that season, bro. He fought some
Yeah.
dogs. You know what I'm saying, Blamby? Like, he's fought some dogs, bro, and he's knocked out some big dudes. Honestly, I get the hate he always gets from people, but bro, I'll be real honest with y'all. If him and Nate Diaz really do this, I think in any facet, Brendan wins. Whether it's boxing, MMA, or grappling, I think Nate gets handled, and it hurts me to say that because I'm 209 till I die over here. But bro, boys, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't think he really wants that smoke with Schaub. Just that'd be like fucking McDane trying to go down there with Blamby. He would get destroyed. Blamby would choke his brother unconscious within 2 seconds.
Give a man half a chance. Yeah, I mean,
It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, and I'd love to get Blamby's thought.
What on Brendan Schaub and me going down and having half a chance?
You might as well come in, man. You might as well come in.
You getting it today?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the thickness of Blamby's legs alone, bro. I ain't going anywhere near him. Like, yeah, I mean,
no Diddy, but keep going. Keep going. That was wild. I'm gonna clip that. That's clipped forever. That was crazy what you just said.
You seen this man's Instagram, mate?
Bro,
dude,
Bambi's a
huge, man.
unit.
Yeah, I mean, like, not a chance. I run in there, kick him in the nuts, turn around, and
so
start
funny,
running.
It's so funny. My conditioning coach today asked me a question. It's like, how the fuck do you make 184? I'm like, you supposed to tell me that. No,
I thought you were heavyweight. When I found out you were at middleweight, I was like, there's no fucking shot.
Yeah, man. I don't know how I would pulls it off, man. Magdalene, do you got something on the Brendan Schaub?
Yeah, so just the same as probably what everyone else is gonna say. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Schwab never had like the greatest MMA career. Yeah, I mean, and he might have been out of the game for 15 years, but I imagine he's still training a little bit on the side. And Nate's gonna walk in there and like he said, man, he's just a much bigger dude. Like, it ain't gonna go well for him if he even tries to go in and start throwing hands. He's just gonna get a hold of him, and like, it's funny. I mean, he ain't no Mighty Mouse going up against some heavyweight BJJ competition. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you walk into a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, they say, "Oh, size doesn't matter, weight doesn't matter." Yes, it fucking does, bro. Like, it fucking matters, bro. You get some heavy ass dude on top of you, you ain't getting him off. You know what I mean? You are not getting him off. And if he gets to mount, you are fucked. Like, fucked. Just game over. You know what I mean? Just start praying and just hope for the best.
I mean, Blammy, when you look at the reason, especially with the main reason why Brendan Schaub initially got emotional in the first place, it's about City to one of his good friends in Shane Carwin, who was also UFC champion, and obviously these brothers almost pleading with the UFC, like, come on, some of your veterans here, some of the guys that's left everything in the cage for you. Surely, when things like this is going on with them, there must be something. There must be some kind of help. There must be some anything that you can do to help him out. What's your view on maybe how UFC is treated some of their vets as compared to maybe some of the other promotions, if you like?
For me, I always fall down to one champion. If you look at one champion, you don't hear anybody complaining about how they get treated, or how they're struggling and stuff like that. They're well looked after, because I mean, he's right. He's definitely right. In this sport, we putting our bodies on the line. Like, you do not know if you will make it in the age of 40 walking with your back straight and your neck high. So there's a possibility, you want to make it on your 40th birthday, you're going to probably be walking on a stretcher or on a wheelchair because of this. So while you're doing it, while you're actually, putting your body on the line, it's only fair, because Dana White, he's making money. He can't tell us that he's not making money. He's definitely making money. So the best thing he can definitely do right now is look after the people that are helping him make money. Because without those athletes, he cannot run a promotion. Yeah, so a promotion is run because of the athletes that he has, and people are watching and people are paying because they want to come see Conor McGregor fight. They want to come see Max Holloway fight. They don't want to come see Dana White. Nobody gives a fuck about Dana White. They want to come see somebody who's going to get in the cage. I mean, people are chilling there. You can sit next to Dana White. You're still going to be like, Shama. He's not there. It's only fair. It's definitely only fair that you look after those guys, and you make sure even after they retire, there's something out there to help them and stay on the feet somehow. Yeah, I feel like he spoke. I mean, he didn't speak for himself. He's looking out for his people. So it's fair. It's definitely fair to look after your guys, man.
Yeah, man. Keith, what do you got for us on this? I mean, Dana, should he be helping? I mean, look, just give us your overview on this, because I don't know what else the UFC. It's part of the things that Francis asked for before he left. He left the UFC, having medical insurance for the fighters on the roster, and UFC said, "Look, we'll give you the medical the medical insurance." It's like, no, I don't want it for me. I want it for everybody else that can't afford. People that are on the 5 for 5, the 10 for 10s. People that are just coming up, and they gotta pay the gym, they gotta pay nutritionists, they gotta pay this person, that person, and by the time the whole thing is done, they gotta go on their day jobs and go on the construction site, or go and go and stack some shelves and stuff like that. And we've been over this before, but should UFC be doing more for at least people that got CTE conditions and stuff like Shane Carwin?
Yeah, it's always tricky where we talk about this, because if you look at boxing, what do they do there? And that's a high head contact sport. So to put a lot of pressure on the UFC would be tricky. Yes, a few other sports have come in, like the NFL, to say, listen, we'll take care of our athletes. For the most part, when it comes to medical, yes, the UFC could do better. That's why they have class action lawsuits coming through. They're going to have a few more coming through because they're not taking care of their fighters. So it would help for them to take care of them now so it doesn't come back to bite them later. Plus, it helps people give us more entertainment and people be more comfortable fighting, because at the end of the day, like Bambi said, he knows and fighters know they are risking their lives. They could be in a wheelchair by the time they're in their 40s or the early 30s, or they could have a almost life-threatening injury, and they do that for our entertainment. So it's important that they do take care of their fighters in some way, shape, or form, especially where you have people who are suffering from things like CTE, because CTE, very specifically, we know can be very dangerous. People turn homicidal with CTE. So yeah, I think definitely they could do more. How much more? That I'm not too sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good perspective to look at it from, because if you can't just hold the UFC as a promotion to that standard when all the other promotions aren't even doing the same, So I see where you're coming from. The only reason why that spotlight is on the UFC is because they're the most elite out of all of them, and that's why everybody's looking at him like, bro, you're making all this money. Dana comes in every press conference after fights and announce how much millions they've made, how much they've made in gates, how much they made in tickets, and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for Shankar Wynn to lose his job in engineering, you'll be thinking to yourself, come on, man, this brother really shouldn't be worrying about going to make a buck or two while he's out there. I heard Dana say to Donald Cerrone the other day that, bro, if it's about money, let's talk. We'll figure something out. If it's about money, let's figure something out. But I don't want you to fight again. And yeah, I think that sort of thing should apply to at least some of the legends. I would say maybe not so much. I don't really want to put this label on them, but I will. Maybe not so much the journeymen, but at least some of their legends. But do something for those guys. You know what I mean? Do something for those guys. And that's just how I feel about it. We got one last clip to go. Big up everybody that's been locked in with us so far. Salute to every single one of you. Now, big up yourself.
My favorite clip yet.
Yeah. This is gonna be. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna drop it. Let's go, Leo.
Yeah.
A heavyweight bout between Talison Teixeira and Lucas Bresky is scheduled for December 7th at UFC 310. After winning a contract on the Dana White's Contender Series last month, Teixeira will put his undefeated record and 100% finish rate on the line when he takes on Lucas Bresky. Bresky, a fellow Contender Series alumni, is 1 from 5 in his UFC appearances. He'll be looking to bounce back from a first-round loss to Mick Markin back in July. Another bout scheduled for UFC 310, Brian Battle and Randy Brown will throw down in the welterweight division. The Ultimate Fighter winner, Battle, coming off a career statement win over Kevin Gisette in France, will look to put UFC vet Randy Brown under his belt. Brown, riding a 3-fight win streak, including a first-round KO over Muslim Salikov, will look to finish the year off strong and upset the bookies as a plus 150 underdog. Andres Gustafsson will see Preston Parsons in a welterweight matchup on January 11th next year. Gustafsson won a contract on Dana White's Contender Series by way of a knee to the head of his ob back in August of this year. Standing on the other side, Preston Parsons will look to bounce back from his recent defeat against Oban Elliott back in July and look to improve his UFC record, having gone 2 from 5 in the Premier organization.
Hey guys, there's some good fights on there, man. There's some good fights on there. The one that really got me though, it's got to be the Brian Battle Round the Brown one.
That's a banger. That's a banger. I love this statement of the one in France. That statement.
Do you think a butcher was going to lose to a Frenchman?
I was like, sick. I love his personality. I love his personality.
Hey, Magdane, you said this clip is your favorite clip yet. I mean,
yeah, man. It's got Leroy's
what you finding
professional
interesting about it?
workmanship all over it. Yeah, you got Mick Parkin became Mick Markin. You got Gustafsson became Gufferson. So like Leroy,
Yeah,
get your shit together. Like Sterling.
How about
like
earlier?
Sterling
Calling,
said to me. Go on. I was gonna say, like Sterling said to me at the start of the show, get your shit together, son.
Get
like,
your shit together, Leroy. How about you calling Shane Carwin Shane Cartwheel? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I wasn't gonna say nothing about this, but if we're bringing it up, Leroy, stop drinking while you make these videos.
Bro, that man never stops. He's Australian, bro. He doesn't stop drinking. He wakes up straight away. Corona on tap. Yeah, I mean, and that first fight is ass, by the way. Bresky is ass. I'm not even asked about that one. Like you mentioned before, going up against Blamby, bro, I'll beat Bresky. Yeah, I mean, I'm speaking of which, yeah, I mean, I'll walk in there, kick that man's ass. Like, bro, I'm in the same weight class as Blamby. Bring it on. Yeah, I mean, like, damn. 6'1" tons of fun and 185 pounds. I'm ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I mean,
Let's go.
Bro, down.
Exactly. 185 pounds off the couch, son. Yeah, I mean, like,
do you care about any of them other fights that that Leroy put on that list there, or
that Randy Brian battle just takes the cake. Yeah, I mean,
so good. That one looks so good. To share, if he doesn't knock that dude out in the first round, he should probably go out of the UFC with him.
Yeah, both of them get cut at the same time. See you later. Adios.
I agree.
Yeah. But the Randy Brown and Brian Battle one, like, I'm really, really interested in that one. I think that Brian Battle, like, I'm very, very high on Brian Battle. We talked about that when we did that live, about Brian Battle, and this is a really great opportunity for both of them. And I don't sleep on Randy Brown, though. Don't sleep on him.
No.
Oh, no.
That man's got like the reach of Despain. Yeah, I mean, like fucking the length of those arms and the power that he puts in them punches, bro.
No.
God damn.
Please do not mention Despain anywhere near me ever again. Do not mention that, brother. Anywhere near me ever again, bro.
Did all of y'all choose him? Despain? Did all of y'all choose him for the on y'all's picks?
I think one person. I think it was only one guy that didn't pick him. I think it might have been William. It was William that didn't pick him in it. Yeah, well, we all went for Despain. I think.
No. I think we all went with Despain. I think that was a full house.
Oh, was it full house?
Yeah, full house on that one. Because we all had the same thought. Yeah, I mean, like, how is he not beating Austin Lane? Like, we all had the same. Surely he's going to knock this man out. Like, he's been finished in his last two bouts in the first and second round.
Going to lose to Austin Lane is a joke, bro. Is a joke, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they went and cut Jake Hadley yesterday, but they still got Despain walking around. Yeah, I mean, slinging dick.
I can't believe they cut him like that, bro.
Wild, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I said on Twitter today, I was like, bro, like, yeah, I mean, coming off a loss against Cody Durden and Energy, ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Stepping up short notice, moving up a weight class and going against Callum Laughlin in Manchester and winning. But as Jack's rightfully said, I actually forgot to reply to you, brother, because I was in work. But as you rightfully said, like he looked like the dude that took the short notice fight. He really did. Like, he just didn't show up. And if that's how you're going to fuck around, then you're going to find out.
Yep. And it's a bad time to be messing up, with all those people coming in from Dana White's Contender Series. It's a bad time to not, show that you deserve the spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. UFC is like Bambi was saying before, like, you get forgetting about in an instant, bro. Like, UFC is just like any other job on the planet. There's always another man right behind you to take your spot. You're never bigger than the job that you're in. Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I wanted to ask you guys, you could pick the same fights, you could pick different ones, but UFC 308 coming up. We've got like 5 minutes to get out of here. UFC 308. I'm gonna come to you first. What fight are you looking forward to, or what? Same question will go for all of you.
Who are you coming to first?
Blammy.
Oh yeah, I've got more than one, brother. Me and y'all looked at that card yesterday.
Let's hear it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got more than one. Look, but For me, Danny Gay, one of the guys I want to look out for in that card. Yeah, brother. That man was already paying for his speeding tickets already. I definitely Danny Gay for me. The other one would be the co-main. I'd say Chimaev and Hamza. Definitely for one to look out for. Definitely that.
Chimaev and Hamza.
One of my.
Did you just say Chimaev and Hamza?
Sorry, damn it. Chimaev and Whitaker, damn.
Bro, you can pull us up on them picks. You can't be pulling this man up on them picks. He'll knock your ass out. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm a leaning duck over here, bro. Like, hey. I don't want that stupid blabbing.
Yeah, and I'd say the lot that not the last in the list, but the first in the list would definitely be the main event for me because, like I told Yao yesterday, these two men are willing to trade. These two men, they both throw volume. Ilya Topuria and Max Holloway. Look, it goosebumps when I think about these two men sharing the cage, and I really can't wait to watch these two share the cage together because, for me, in my opinion, I just feel Max is just ready to take that belt back again, and Ilya can do anything that he wants in there. I feel like, look, Max is a dog. For me, in my eyes, he's just a dog. So, and every time that man fights, I watch him. I've never missed this fight ever. For me, I get excited when I watch that man fight.
So you're on the Blessed Express, yeah? You're on the Blessed Express.
brother. For me, I'm 100%. I can put my salary. I can put my savings. I can do it. I'm 100% on that because I told y'all yesterday. Look, Topuria is a volume guy as usual. He throws volumes and then people back away. So it works for him in his favors because people are backing away from his volume. So he'll land. With Max wants to stand in front in the middle of that canvas. Let's go. You throw, I throw. Let's see who's gonna stop first. And I want to see his chin get tested because I've seen Ilya get dropped, and it's very rare to see Max get dropped. You understand? So I've seen Ilya get dropped. So
the one time Max did get dropped, and he admitted it himself, they never even counted it as a knockdown. That man has still never gone down.
It's a mad one. It's a mad one. Jax, I want to come to you on the UFC free card. You know, it's one that we're looking forward to now. There's only a few days between now and when the fight takes place.
Don't tell him no picks because I know what he's at. Just tell him what fight you're looking forward to. You know what I mean? You know how this man's moving. Shameless.
Look at this guy. He's getting paranoid already. You know what I mean? Oh, the way up there.
No. Mr. Third place, 1 point away from last place.
Are you worried about little old me about to be in last place? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you, man?
Moving,
have some shame, bro. Have some shame, man. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you? Jax, please don't let this fool interrupt you again.
No, I'll tell you one fight I'm looking forward to, and I mean, obviously, the main event got me nervous. I'm with Max, but I'm seriously nervous about what Topuria can do. But a fight that I feel like is definitely flying under the radar involves a former champion, and it's Jeff Neal against Rafael dos Anjos. Like, I'm very interested in that fight because of where they are in their careers. They're both in weird places in their careers. I feel like this is a chance for Jeff Neal to show who he really is. And I mean, Rafael dos Anjos doesn't have much to prove anymore. He's done what he's done. He is who he is. And he's 39 years old. So the sun has to set at some point. But Jeff Neal can definitely go and take it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm very interested in that fight. And I feel like it's definitely flying under the radar.
Yeah, man. Sterling.
Jax just retired him.
I know.
Yeah, bro.
I know.
Abby ain't got dodge, bro.
I know. What the fuck, Jax?
That fight against Gamrot, bro. He was.
That's why you heard me say, "Damn, Blamby." I was like, "It's over for my boy."
Yes,
yeah, you got something for us, Sterling.
Boys, I got something for y'all. A fight that I cannot believe we're not talking about. Chris Barnett versus Kennedy and Njoku, baby. We're back. 2 heavyweight black Bears are gonna
Yeah,
go in there.
just leave
and
it
go
at
to
Kennedy,
war.
right? Just leave it at Kennedy. Really. If you're gonna butcher the man's name, just leave it at Kennedy.
knew-
You know what I mean?
Thankfully, you finally pulls him up for butchering an African man's name. There we
just-
go.
yeah,
I've been
man.
waiting on this shit for 2
Leave it at
weeks.
Kennedy, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
But continue, Sterling. Please continue.
So, so Kennedy versus Chris is definitely my fight. I'm more excited for. That's gonna be a war. Boys, we're gonna be tuned in to something crazy that fight. I'm gonna go with Chris Barnett. Shout out Kennedy and Joku.
come on, teach him. Somebody
You know
teach
what?
this lad.
You know what?
Goddamn.
Listen. You know what he done there, really. You know, because we pulled him up. He's like, yeah, we're
bro.
going with Chris Barnett.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, we see you, Sterling.
Yeah,
we see
come
you,
on,
bro.
come on.
We see you, man. Yow. What you saying, bro?
Look, for me, it's every single fight on the main card I'm looking forward to. There's 4 fighters who are 4-0. Topuria, Chimaev, Murphy, and Magomedov. I mean, it's going to be an insane main card. So for me, the entire main card is just insane. I mean, Ankalaev versus Rakic. But look, Chris Barnett versus Kenny Izuchuku. For me, that is just like very exciting. I want to see Beast Boy drink out of a shoe again. Like, let's go. Like, Izuchuku, by the way, Sterling.
There you go. Yao just helped you out with that pronunciation there. Now, McDane, tell me all your picks for 308.
Let's go.
Right, okay. Straight off the bat, I'm going with. We've got Leroy fighting on this card, boys. Anyway, Abus Magomedov.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up 2 pictures: one of Leroy, one of Abus. I swear to God, these brothers were separated at birth. Like, spit down dead. Yeah, I mean, like, bro, don't wow me. I've said it before. You know it's true. But yeah, like,
I think he looks more like Dracula, but there you go.
so does a boost. Yeah, I mean. The speaking of which is a boost going under the boost. That's one thing that we need to think about. So yeah, Lerone Murphy, Dan Ige, that is an absolute scrap. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Magomedov, Ankalaev versus Rakic, another scrap. Yeah, I mean, like
Woo!
the Reaper versus the Boars, like goddamn.
What
And
a
then
hard.
topping it off with that. Like I said, like I'm leaving work at 2:30. I'm meant to finish work at 4. I already spoke to my boss today, and I was like, I'm out there 2:30. See you later.
I see you, man.
A week, maybe 2 weeks ago, I said to the missus, "What are you doing on this Saturday?" I don't know why. You're going to your mum's. Yeah, I mean,
Go visit your mom.
yeah, I'm like, go see your mum. Go for dinner. Like, what's happening when you get home? You go to bed. That's just happening when you get home. Like,
Yeah, man.
Assalamu alaikum. Like, see you. Goodbye. Like,
bye-bye.
I'm not even interested. Like, I seen somebody write a letter to his wife today about the football, and it was like, it started off like he was about to break off and like divorce this woman, and then he goes, so for all these hours of the football, I am not going to be available. I am not a husband. I am not a father. I'm sitting on the couch and I'm watching the game. Like, so that's gonna be me come Saturday.
Yeah,
like,
it's actually a good time for you boys, huh?
Bro,
Like,
mate, it's
card?
like kicks off.
It's
It's pants time. Kicks off at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. What's that
3
about?
p.m. in the afternoon.
Right.
Main card is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the
You don't understand what I've had to do to
7
be
in
able
the
to
evening.
like
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
those.
Yeah,
man.
we it's like we work night shift when we watch the UFC, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, our night's going to be finished 9:30, and we're going to be like,
What am I supposed to do
now what do I do?
What am I supposed to do?
Suppose I better go and
that's true.
do the dishes and make up for the time I've just had all day. Yeah, I mean, like,
Hey, bro, that's what you call the missus back home, bro. You know what I mean?
Call her back home. 37 weeks pregnant, absolutely fuming, stressed out dealing with a 2-year-old all day. Yeah, it sounds like I'm going to the pub. See you later. Bye bye.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. So, so Magomed Ankalaev's fighting Alexander Rakic, right? And everybody thinks that if Ankalaev wins, perhaps he gets the next title shot if Alex allows it, right? But what if Rakic wins? Does he get a title shot too?
After just losing to, yes, 100% yes. Yuri Prochaska was getting lit up before he wasn't. Yeah, I mean, Rakic was well on his way to winning that fight. He's a contender, nonetheless. And if he goes out there and beats Magomedov, that's supposed to be next, can you deny that? Can you deny that?
Fair enough.
When you then
Especially
look
how
at you
good
then
Clive is.
But the problem is this,
100%.
though. Ankalaev has never really been next, though, is he? Every time he's been next.
Yes, he has.
Every time he's been next,
exactly what
they
I'm
do
about to
something to
say.
send him back. They do something to send him back. He's never
That's
really
not his
been
fault,
next,
though. That's not his
You know,
fault.
but
He
got
is
the
next.
shots.
He got the shot, and
think
then
he's
look
on
at the
a-
division. Who else is left
think
in
he's
the
on a-
division?
I mean, he's been there. He's on a 12-win streak, I think. He's winning. He's finishing fights. And
The only person
the
that's
guy,
beaten-
you go to Khalil Roundtree. I mean, come on, let's be honest. How do you keep this guy? For me, I'm like, how do you keep this man
And-
go to
and then-
Roundtree? Why?
And then if you listen to this, bro, Rakic is listen to this. So everyone thinks about the Yuri fight, right? Oh, it was badass.
Yeah.
He lost to Jan. Before that, he beat Thiago Santos and Anthony Smith, and that was in 2020. So he's had 4 fights and since 2000 and August of 2020, and he's won 2, and he's been Thiago Santos, who's not even fucking fighting anymore, and Anthony Smith, who's 74 years
Who's
old. and has
guessing in the
50
first
fights.
round?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And this
Yes.
man loses to Jan Blachowicz loses to knockout. Jan's a dog, and then he loses to Yuri knockout. So then he beats Magomed and gets a title. Fuck that. Khalil gets his rematch, and then he needs to fight Jamal. Jamal's gonna fight Alexander, and then we need to see Khalil versus Alex number 2.
Oh yeah, let's just keep seeing this man get a fucking kickboxer. Ain't nobody want to see this man challenge. You just want to see him be the poster boy of the UFC for as long as he possibly can, until next year when they drop UFC 6 on and he's the cover boy of that shit and that curse catches up with his Brazilian ass. Yeah, I mean, Shama. Bro.
I'm gonna tell you, I think that they'll give it to him. I think they'll give it to Rakic. I think so. Because it's a favorable matchup for
it is just another kick. Yeah.
So they'll feed him to him. And he actually stands a little bit better of a chance than people might think. I still think he loses, but he stands a little bit better of a chance.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go past the third. Actually, that man, because I feel like Ankalaev has got better wrestling than him. So that's why for me I really want Ankalaev to win that fight, because I feel like if there's anyone as a bigger chance that in a UFC right now to beat Alex Pereira is definitely Ankalaev, because he's got a better wrestling. His top game is really good, and he can do a lot of damage from the top.
They don't want Ankalaev near Pereira, bro.
Because they know what he can do, mate. They know he's gonna destroy that man on the ground there. So it's a problem there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Big up everybody that's been locked in with us. Thank you so much, people. It's been a wild one, and thank you to Blammy for pulling up. Whilst you're getting ready for your fight, salute to you, Sterling. Big up yourself, Mac Dane. Big love as usual, Jax, Keith. Thank you so much, my boys. I appreciate you guys, man. And we got the watch along for the 308 on the Fight Week Show channel. Make sure you come and log in with us, and make sure you're subscribing to the Rambling That Podcast, Head Kick Pod, Making the Walk, S Dogs MMA Talk. Go show them some love, and make sure you're following Blammy, Big Shad, Usua on social media, man. Make sure you're showing love to my guys. So, people, up onto the next video. Hasta la vista. We're out. Salute.
Appreciate it.
Yo, guys, this is Adrian Yanez telling you to use those handles. Hit, click, like, and subscribe. Fuck yeah, dudes. If y'all don't do it, man, fucking catch the hands, bro.